Awesome. Thank you guys for that. Well, we will go ahead and get started. Inconvenience for your time's sake. We will try and keep it short and sweet for you this morning, but we also want to make sure that you guys leave feeling confident in this year's Day of Caring, as well as confident in being a participant as an agency lead. A little introduction, my name is Kelly Williams and I am the Strategic Volunteer Engagement Manager here at Trident United Way. I took the crown from Amanda Cito last year. You can even see it in the back. We had a little ceremony and everything. But I am so excited to be on board this year. It definitely is a very unique year to be a part of Day of Caring. But again, I'm so confident that we are going to have a great 2020 year, a great 20th anniversary year. We are going to do it with a lot of innovation and a lot of different strategies than we are used to seeing. But again, I'm very excited and very happy to be on board and working with you all this year. And I will pass it over to Tanya Pilkington. She's the other face that you see over here, and she is our 2020 Day of Caring technical support specialist. So Tanya, I'll pass it to you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be with you here today. Welcome. I'm Tanya, and I am the Day of Caring Technical Support Specialist, here to support Kelly and you and our volunteers, and I'm excited about this year's Day of Caring. So thank you so much for being here, and we're excited to work with you.
All right, so just a few housekeeping items. You all can see us, we cannot see you, so please sit back, relax, enjoy your coffee. We do have everyone muted, but the chat box is open, so if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them at any point in time during the presentation. Tanya will be monitoring those, and we will have a Q&A session afterwards to make sure that we fill you guys in on everything that you may have questions about. So I think most of you were able to put, yes, we can see you. So good on that. You found the chat box. But if you do have any questions, please, again, feel free to drop them in at any time. Okay, so before we get started, this is something that we've done a lot at Trident United Way this year and something that I love. And it's just a team status check as to how you guys are doing. And it's based off of a color. So if you're red, you're feeling totally overloaded. If you're orange, you're juggling a lot of things at once. If you're yellow, you've got a lot going on. If you're green, you're doing great. That's awesome. But if you don't mind, just drop it in the chat box. What color are you feeling today? Getting some greens, that's good. Some yellows, lots of yellows. All right. All right, so a lot of yellows, which does not surprise me as agency leads that you guys would be saying that you have a lot going on, but you're managing okay. That does not surprise me at all as agency leads. Yes, I think I'm more in the yellow as well right now. Sometimes I'm leading into the Labor Day weekend, I'm going green. I'm speaking it into into existence to go green for Labor Day weekend. But yeah, so feel free to use this anytime you guys would like within your own organization. I know for me, and when we have these presentations and when we do this at the very beginning, it just kind of gets you thinking into how you're feeling and make you take a step back and say, good, you know, am I having a good day? Am I not having such a good day? And it just kind of helps to organize your mind, I guess you would say. So if you guys would like a copy of this, feel free to just send me a little message, and I'm happy to send this to you guys. But we will go ahead and dive in. So most of you are familiar with Day of Caring, but for those of you that might be new to the process, Trinity United Way's Day of Caring is the largest single community service day in the Tri-County area. And that is where we partner nonprofit agencies and school systems like yourself with volunteer groups for this large day, single day of service. It is to advance your mission and build partnerships and of course improve systems. This year is going to look a little bit different, but we will go into that further in just a bit. But to reflect back, last year alone, we had 264 registered projects. We had a total of 5,690 participants, and that includes volunteers, agency reps like yourself, and staff. And that equal to 23,000 volunteer hours and $262,000 worth of community benefits in 2019 alone. And I think a lot of you remember that that did include some rescheduling due to rain, but we still had a very successful year. So this year, Day of Caring is going to look a little bit different. I know we've gotten a lot of questions regarding if we are even going to have a Day of Caring, and the answer is yes, of course. We were very confident that we were going to continue Day of Caring no matter what this year, but we did have to kind of rearrange a few things and realign to make sure that everyone is staying safe, that our volunteers are safe, and of course that you all as agency partners are safe as well, having volunteers come in and contribute. So this year we are moving Day of Caring to a virtual and remote platform. And this is just an effort to continue the safety protocols that are surrounding COVID-19 this year. We don't know what November is going to look like. As you guys know, month to month, it's something different, it seems, this year. So we are going ahead and moving our planning stages into virtual and remote with a few opportunities for on-site projects, which I will go into in just a little bit. So what is the day going to look like? It's going to be a lot of supply drives, webinars, letters and phone calls to seniors, positive messaging on sidewalks, and really just any other ideas that you all come up with that you may already have to make sure that, you know, our volunteers are staying safe in virtual remote platform, but that we're still having a really great day of caring and it's still benefiting you all in some way. Registration will open to agencies on Tuesday, September 8th. And this will be the traditional platform that you guys are used to on our volunteer website. And registration will open for volunteer teams on Monday, October 19th. So be thinking about different opportunities that you guys are interested in virtually or remote. And if you have any questions, if you are just drawing a blank as to what, you know, idea might be in mind, please let us know. We kind of have been in this virtual remote platform since February, basically, and have been managing very successfully a lot of different volunteer opportunities that are virtual and remote. So this is just kind of an ideal list of different projects that you might have, and that could vary from having a marketing specialist help with social media refresh or a web page refresh, have volunteers pack lunch for guests at care facilities, virtual career fair for students. I know that was something that one of our steering committee members was very excited about in hosting a virtual career fair. So there's a lot of different opportunities there. Again, we are here for you. We're here to work through that with you. Please feel free to reach out if you are interested in doing Day of Caring, but you just, again, are drawing a blank as to what you might want to do virtually or remotely. We are here for you. So something that is very new this year, new and traditional as well, but for the 20th anniversary and celebration of the 20th anniversary, we will be hosting 20 on-site projects in celebration of the 20th anniversary, of course. We did decide to only host 20 on-site projects so that we could monitor the safety of these projects basically micromanaging them just to make sure that everyone is following the social distancing rules that are set forth and that everyone is staying safe. So we will only be hosting 20 on-site projects this year. And so basically what that's going to look like is agencies like yourself will apply for these on-site projects through a different application process. It's interest forms, basically, if you are interested in having an on-site project this year. It will be via SurveyMonkey, so the committee can collect a little bit more detailed information of the project. The 20 projects will be selected by the committee members, and we will also make a strong effort to make sure that you have a volunteer team that can successfully complete that project within a day. And of course, we know that some of you all already have a volunteer team that you have in mind for an on-site project. That's okay too. We want to hear that information as well when that rolls out. But again, we will be opening those interest forms to on-site projects on Tuesday, September 8th, the same day as the virtual and remote. You can, if you would like, if you have a virtual opportunity, but you also have an on-site opportunity that you would like to contribute to Day of Caring, you can do both. That is perfectly fine. So if you have a supply drive, but you also, maybe want to paint refresh to a porch or a sidewalk or whatnot, you can do that as well. So the t-shirt distribution this year is going to look a little different as well. So we are going to have, basically it's going to be a retro year. So in celebration of the 20th anniversary, we welcome you all to wear your favorite Day of Caring t-shirt through the past 20 years, if that's how long you have been participating. We will not be distributing t-shirts this year to all participants. We will be moving that to a online store, and that is through the Charleston Cotton Exchange. So we are supporting the local business, and t-shirts will only be $10 and can be picked up at the Charleston Cotton Exchange. And I will share more information on that as it gets a little closer to time. But shirts will look as you see on the display. So we have our new logo on the front, our 20th anniversary logo, and of course our sponsors on the back. So the online store will open early October, and shirts will need to be ordered by November 1st to ensure that they are available by the time that we host Day of Caring on November 20th. So I ran through a lot in a short amount of time, but basically recap, we are moving to a virtual remote space. We are hosting 20 on-site projects. We are having 20th anniversary t-shirts available for purchase on the online store. And of course, we are taking every precaution that we can to help with COVID-19 safety protocols for you as an agency and for our volunteer teams as well. So these are just a few key dates to remember. And again, I will send these out so that you have them. So no need to screenshot unless you just want to. But these are just a few important dates leading up to Day of Caring 2020 on Friday, November 20th. So just put these on your calendar. Again, I will send these out for you guys so that you have them as well to have as reminders. All right, so open up for questions. I already see a couple here, so bear with me. Do you have to purchase t-shirts to participate in Day of Caring? Absolutely not. We are going retro this year. We would like you to have a Day of Caring t-shirt available, and that just helps us identify who our agencies and volunteers are. So we would like you to have a Day of Caring shirt in general. It can be from any year, but no, absolutely not. You do not have to purchase any sort of shirt or contribute any sort of monetary value to participate in Day of Caring this year.
Yes.
What types of on-site projects have been done in the past? It varies greatly just depending on the location. We have a lot of paint refreshes that happen every year, yard work, gardening. Um, Gosh, the possibilities are really endless. We would like, if you are going to submit an on-site project this year, for it to be either an outside space or very open space to where we can keep that 6 feet social distancing, and that we can have a few volunteers in at once if need be. But yes, so think of outside projects that you might have, or if there is maybe shifts of one volunteer can do it for a couple hours, and then another volunteer can come in and do it for a couple of hours. So another question we had is teams will not be going into schools like the years past unless you are one of the 20 on-site chosen projects. Yes. So in efforts for us as Trident United Way to ensure that our Day of Caring projects are being as safe as possible, we are just selecting 20 on-site projects, and the rest will be either virtual or remote. What is the cost of the shirts? It would be $10. Another question we had is, if you apply for on-site, when will you know if you were selected? If not selected, can you still host virtually? Absolutely. We encourage everyone to submit a project either remote or virtually. Those are accepted. We do not have any limitations to those. So absolutely, if you weren't selected for an on-site project, but you have something virtually, like you want to do a supply drive for your organization, absolutely, we encourage that. But yes, you will be notified if you are selected for an on-site project well in advance. Again, our steering committee will be in charge of that. So Trident United Way staff members will not be involved in that process other than just facilitating the discussion. But yes, you will absolutely be notified if you are selected. Do the agencies have to purchase materials for the project? We will do our best to partner you with a volunteer team that might be able to supply what you need, but possibly yes. It really just depends on the agency and the volunteer team and the communication that you guys have as far as what materials they're able to provide versus what materials you might be able to provide, or if it can be maybe a 50-50, if they might have the gardening materials and you might have the flowers. So really that is a discussion between the volunteer team and the agency. One question is regarding supply drives. Could that include lumber, mulch, and soil for Fields of Families, Monk's Corner Garden? Yes, absolutely. Really, there's no limitations with supply drives either. If you submit that on our volunteer website, we will review that and post that to the website. And if there is a volunteer team that is interested in that, they can definitely sign up for that and help to collect those items for you guys. What is an agency waiver? So we have a participation waiver that we are working on currently to kind of update it to the current standards in the COVID-19 protocols that we do have right now. But yes, we do have a standard Trident United Way volunteer waiver that we have participants sign, so agencies and volunteers sign in general. And Rachel, yes, absolutely, we'll note that. She had a contact update. All right, so I think I ran through all of the questions that you guys had. Does anyone else have anything that they would like answered at the moment? Okay. when can we expect the materials via email to register? So I will be sending out all of the materials for registration next Tuesday when it opens, and it will have instructions as to how to register via our volunteer website for those of you that may have forgotten. And we both, Tanya and I, will be available on Tuesday. So you guys please reach out if you have any questions after that email, or if you forgot your password, which is common. Please reach out to us and we'll make sure that you have access to that website. How do we submit an on-site project? That will be a separate application process via SurveyMonkey. So when I send out that email on Tuesday, I will also send out that link to the SurveyMonkey interest form, so that way you can fill that out, and that goes directly to us, so we'll have access to that, and we'll make sure that gets into the committee members' hands. Can you send this info in an email? Absolutely. I can do that. And we also will have a recording of this on our website, as well as I can send you a link to this if you just need a refresher. So definitely we'll make sure that you have that in an email. For virtual projects, how vital is it for the work is completed on day of caring? Not too much. We would like it to be within maybe the week, or maybe it just kind of depends on the volunteer team. Like if it's a company, they may want a few weeks to collect those supplies, which I think is fine. Maybe if we can just have the pickup day for November 20th, 2020. That way, things such as like posting the pictures and having them available on Facebook to celebrate, we have those all compiled into that one day, so we can kind of keep the true nature of Day of Caring. And Sarah will note that. Okay, we had a few more trickle in. It looks like we have answered everyone's questions. Does anyone else have anything? I'll give it just another minute or so before I close out. All right, guys. Well, if you think of any other questions after this, please do not hesitate to reach out. Tanya and I are available. Tanya works mostly Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but she definitely is available to help answer any questions as well. And again, I am always available for you guys, so please just let me know if you think of any other questions. And again, next Tuesday, we'll be sending out that email that has that detailed information in there, to keep you guys in the loop and keep you informed, and make sure that you're able to sign up with ease this year, so we can get you some volunteers in there on Day of Caring. All right, thank you guys so much for all that you do. We know that this has not been an easy year for nonprofit agencies in general, but we are here for you, and we are excited to be in partnership with you all. And please, again, reach out if you have any questions, and we hope you have an amazing Labor Day weekend.